Today's episode is about someone who went through something most people can't even imagine.
From being in the hospital to seizures to rebuilding her life and now starting her own brand. This is a glow up that actually means something. Let's bring her in. So I'm so excited, guys. Today we have on my best friend, Brittany, and let's get into how we met.
Britt's our favorite.
Yeah.
Britt's seriously our favorite. She's so cool. She let us, we actually came down here to the beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona.
The crystal always gives good energy.
I know. Yeah. Let's touch it. I like it.
So Rochelle and I were just graduated from high school basically and decided to do hair. And we met at Vidal Sassoon in Southern California.
Yes. On the very
good old Vidal. Good old Vidal.
But on the very first day of hair school, like at orientation, like instantly magnetically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
you guys were like, oh my God.
The very first second.
Oh
the
my
craziest
God.
part of it is that we didn't know each other at all. She's from Ojai. I'm from a small town called Lodi. And
you guys are both from small towns.
yes.
Yeah.
But when we walked to school, we got there and we were talking and we both lived in the same exact building.
On the same floor, two doors down.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I knew this story, but like I'm going to hear things I probably haven't heard before because yeah. That's funny. That's awesome.
So
the universe.
Yes.
Yep.
The universe.
So we were like instant best friends. We like then did everything together. Like we remember when we took dance classes together.
You guys could, what kind of dance classes?
Like
Pole dancing?
hip hop because
Hip hop?
Yes, because like we lived on the promenade and so there was like we came from small towns
I can't
and then all of
imagine
a
Rochelle
sudden
doing hip hop.
yeah, all of a
Yes.
sudden like
Oh my
anything
God.
we wanted, we would rollerblade down we brought rollerblades,
Oh
would
my
rollerblade
God.
down
Oh, see,
the
the
promenade.
good old days, the good old days.
Like we did all these activities.
Okay, but the best part is when we bought rollerblades, we had never really been on rollerblades and we didn't realize that we didn't know how to stop.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys just eat shit on
No, but the best is we somehow managed to get down to where the actual promenade was, and it's like
is it far from the apartment?
No,
it's like
you're
a couple
thinking
blocks.
we went to the pier.
no, yeah, the pier,
Santa
pier.
Monica Pier.
Yes.
Which is a hill.
I know.
to go down. It's
We
like
had
bumpy
to
wood.
We had to sidestep
You guys hold on to the rails.
Oh, you guys
the whole way.
You guys didn't have shoes? You didn't bring shoes?
No,
What were we gonna do? Carry our shoes and roll?
I don't know. Rollerbladers had them slinged on their side of their shoulder.
We didn't know that.
Yeah.
okay, we didn't know
Those
that.
are for real rollerbladers.
Yeah.
Yes. So we had all these ideas we thought were like the best ideas ever.
Oh yes.
That was
Like
our
what?
thing.
Like what? Give me another idea besides rollerblading.
Okay, well, wait. I had this boyfriend at the time, and he goes, "You and Brittany are such a bad match because you guys have these horrible ideas, and one of you thinks it's a good idea, and the other one just thinks it's an even better idea, and you guys do
Just do it.
yeah, yeah."
I love that though. You need a
He
friend like
wasn't
that.
wrong.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey,
Yeah.
but I like that though. That's really
Our
hilarious.
best ideas ever was we loved to shop.
Yeah.
So anytime one was like, "Hey, Brittany, do you want to go shopping?" I'd always be like, "Yes, Rochelle.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it."
Yeah, you guys are the ultimate shoppers.
And
for
I
sure.
remember I would save all my food money, and we didn't really eat. We would
What do you
save
mean your food money, like from your parents?
Yes.
Oh,
So we would
I was like,
save
your
all of our
money.
food money and use it to go shopping. And then my mom knew I was doing that. So then I started getting, remember I'd get Vaughn's gift cards and Cheesecake Factory gift cards. So then we would actually have to go eat.
I'm dead. I am seriously dead.
Well, I think
times.
one time, because we lived right across from Fred Siegel, which is like the dopest store
Yeah.
back then. But I was grateful enough. I had parents that still let me have a credit card. And I would go there and shop once in a while. And my dad calls me one day and he's like, "Brittany, what are all these charges I'm getting from some place called Fred Siegel?"
Yeah.
And I seriously think, I don't know if this is true, but I think I told him, I said, "Dad, we don't have washing machines that work in our apartment."
Oh my God.
it's
So I
the
go to
flap
Fred
and
Siegel.
fold.
The flop and fold?
I'm pretty
The
sure.
Fred Siegel is the folding laundry service. He's like, damn, Brittany, that is expensive.
Well, things were expensive in Santa
yeah.
Monica.
Oh, yeah.
gosh,
Oh
that
my
is
God,
funny.
I'm dead. You're good at making up those lies on the flip. You're like, oh yeah, this and this and this.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have good washing machines in those apartments. They were
Oh,
like,
didn't
they
it?
looked like a dishwasher. They were one
Oh.
unit
Was it-
for
yeah.
wash
Was it like
and
New
dry.
York?
Yeah.
Was it like New York style?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
So, but yeah,
were
we
good
had
times.
just always good times when we lived down. We had she lived in an apartment that was in the courtyard, and we were over there for lunch, and she was cooking, and she had a butcher knife in one hand and a huge fork in the other, and she saw like, I don't know if it was a bug or something run under her, and she ran through the screen door yelling, "There's a rat in it," something like that.
Yeah.
It was the middle of the day.
And I think they were giving a tour.
They were.
Yeah.
You mean the apartment complex was giving you a
Giving
tour?
a tour, and I'm yelling, "There's a rat!"
I can't.
But I mean, for knowing Rochelle as long as I have, like the amount of laughter is insane.
Yes. I
think
agree.
I've
Same with
ever
me too
stopped
with Rochelle. Me
laughing.
too. I feel the same
Just
with Rochelle.
Between stories and between just everything that goes on, it's
I
like
agree.
nonstop.
I agree.
Aw,
I agree. You need friends like that.
You have to.
You need a friend like
Otherwise,
that.
life would be so
So
different.
boring.
It's so boring.
So boring.
Like, it's,
I agree. I agree. You guys are so funny. You guys were just giggling to each other.
It's
I'm
true.
dead. I know. I love it. I literally love it.
But
And then after Vidal, did you guys work together in the salon?
No, I worked at Jose Bear, and you worked at John.
John Frieda, Sally Hirschberger.
Yeah.
And I had a very intense training situation there for 3 years, and it was the best
3
training I've ever
years?
had.
Wow.
Yeah. The lady I worked under was one of the best colorists in the whole United States at the time. She probably still is considered that. But it was an intense training. So,
Yeah.
but I learned a lot. Very grateful for that, and was able to go onto the floor and be a great colorist after that, and actually learned a lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to handle some of the clients I ended up getting had I not known how to do it. So,
Yeah, how to handle that kind of clientele, that
Yeah.
high-end
that
clientele.
high-end clientele.
Because
that's-
Britt, you've done Brittany Spears
did.
before. You've done who else?
I worked with country artists like Chris Young and Easton Corbin and the Rascal Flatts guys. And
That's freaking
so
rad.
got
Yeah.
to travel and
It's freaking rad.
Yeah, I had a good go.
Hell yeah, you did. Hell yeah, you did, girl. That's awesome. I love it.
So we've been through so many like highs and everything in between.
Yeah.
And then there was like a tragic event happened.
Yes.
It was,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Unexpected.
Yes,
Yes.
very unexpected.
So it was a Tuesday. I'll never forget it. It was a Tuesday. I get a call from Jeff, and he said, "Rochelle, I just want to tell you, Brittany is going into surgery. She has a brain bleed." And he was like, "Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. They just have to like repair it, and she's going to be fine." But like, little did I know that day was,
Changed a lot.
it changed a lot.
Yeah.
It was not just a minor surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, I got you don't really.
I don't remember really
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
except for waking up in Cedar Sinai with
Yeah.
half my head shaved.
I
Yeah.
know. You're so brave, Britt.
Yeah.
And look at her freaking hair now, you guys.
Yeah.
Rochelle has been killing it with her hair, with the Great Lake extensions, with, everything, just like her maintenance in between, doing just know, guys, any tragic event, hair extensions and just can change your life too.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
can tell you firsthand, like for a female, typically, hair is your best accessory.
Asset.
It's the only thing that you wear every single day. And that, maybe you don't think it every single day, but now having my situation happened and I don't look good with the head shaved. I'm thankful because Rochelle walked in right when I was telling the nurse, just shave it all off. So I was so upset with myself. She walked in with a brush.
Well,
I
so when
love
people are in
her.
the hospital, like you don't realize that you're laying in bed. Well, okay, so the first time I was able to visit the hospital was like 2 or 3 weeks after the surgery, and Jeff was like so nice. He was like, "Let me meet you outside. I'll show you where to park. I'll show you everything." I didn't really know what I was like walking into, so Jeff gets in my car and then he goes like, "I just want you to know, like she's like a baby," and I was like, okay. And so we're like walking into the hospital and he goes, "She might not remember you."
Oh my God.
No, yeah. And so I'm like so nervous. I was just like, oh my God, like I didn't know what it was very stressful.
Yeah.
And so like I walk in and I like brought balloons, and so he was like, she might not remember you. So we walk in and I was like, hi. And then Jeff goes to her and she's not really speaking at the time. And Jeff goes, do you know who this is? And Brittany's literally laying there and she goes,
With my one-sided hair.
yeah. And she was like, and then he goes, well, who is it? And she goes, Michelle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but like the dirty
That's so
look,
cute.
Jeff.
Like, I was like, how dare you ask me that
How dare you
question?
ask me that?
Oh, that's really cute.
So like, yeah, when I first came, we just like colored and I fed her, and no, it was like, because you couldn't use your hands. Like she had no motor skills.
God.
Yeah. And so
it was like you're kind of paralyzed.
She was paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
One side was paralyzed and she
my
couldn't feed
God.
herself. And so I remember in the beginning, I was saying like when somebody's in the hospital, like you have to like really take care of them because they're laying on their head the whole time. So this will like
pressure,
dread.
the
Well,
pressure.
no, it'll dread and mat. So you have to make sure their hair doesn't dread. And so yeah, so like we would French braid it.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, you and me and your mom. And yeah, I feel like you always have like good nurses and bad nurses, and you had this amazing nurse who was like
best. She had long
the
braided
best.
hair. She was so good. I have one picture with her feeding me when I was like fresh out. I had the huge thing on my head.
An angel.
And yeah, she was. I don't remember her name, but if I did, I'd give her like massive thanks.
Yeah.
And send her a letter because she was that good.
Yeah.
But then one time I went to visit and we didn't have this like the nicest nurse. And so I came to visit for like a visit, and she was like, okay, well, I think I came to brush her hair. And then she goes, oh, that's okay. We're going to shave it. And I said, no, we aren't.
She just said that?
Yeah, I think she talked her into it because she was just.
Oh
and
my
she was like,
God.
Yeah,
oh
she was like,
God.
oh no, she's just going to shave it. And I was like, no, she's not.
Thank God that Rochelle was there.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I would have
so-
probably shaved my head.
Yeah. Because I can see that. I can,
So.
I'm beyond grateful for Rochelle, even though I hated looking in the mirror every day with half of my head shaved. It's not a cute look, plus a massive scar.
Yeah.
So, and thinking about how long it takes for hair to grow back. Being a hairstylist, you know how fast, how long it takes to grow hair back.
Yes.
And so, yeah, if I wouldn't have been able to put this side of my hair in a ponytail and wear a cap every day, because people didn't know when I told them like half my head was shaved.
Yeah.
They were like, it is? And I'm like, well, I take off my hat and they'd be like, oh my God, Brittany.
Yeah.
What was like going through your head when you realized like what had happened? Like when did you realize like, what's going on?
I think it was such a surreal moment that if I have to look back, I remember being in the hospital. I remember the weirdest thing that I remember raspberry sorbet, because it was the only thing that I ate when they gave me that gross plate of food. I think that's the only thing I ate for like however long I was in the hospital. And I remember it just was pouring rain outside. It was like the rainiest winter they had ever had in LA. And I just remember looking out the window and it was just solid rain. So I remember visits with Rochelle. And of course my brother and my sister were there, which was weird to see. I remember just being like around my family out of nowhere. I was like, why is my family here?
Yeah.
But I think that I didn't really realize the reality until my parents were like, okay, Brittany, you're going to go home with us. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
With
You're like,
you?
why? Yeah.
I couldn't comprehend that.
Yeah.
Like really seriously.
Well, you've lived on your own forever. Yeah.
So I was like, what do you mean I'm going to my apartment? They were like, no, we've already packed you up. You have to come home with us. Otherwise.
Which was a miracle because they did think you were going to go into assisted living or like a rehab facility.
Like a hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, to like regain motor skills.
Oh, for like walking.
Learn how to,
Oh my God.
Because I didn't have like even holding a pencil or a pen.
Was it because of the injury in your brain, so your brain couldn't function?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's
like the wires weren't connected or something.
So my left side of my brain was what was affected, which I think controls your small motor skills and your speech. And then the other side of your brain is like your creative side. And I forget what other thing, but I just remember it being your creative side of the brain. And I was like, well, thank God they didn't take that.
Yeah. Seriously, I know. Like, take everything else. Yeah. You'll take away everything else. I need to be creative.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think just being able to, it took me, I think I was able to walk. In my memory, I was able to walk okay. But I think it was just like holding things, and I took speech therapy, which was great for me, and physical therapy, which was also good for me too. But yeah, you don't really realize how it can knock you out. And thank God, because I know the doctors had told my parents, like, she might not be able to ever be able to talk or walk. Or
That's what they told you?
They told my, I think they have to give
able
them
to talk.
Were you in there when you went home with your parents? Were you in the like? Did a therapist come, or did you go?
No, we went to the we
Hospital.
have a hospital, yeah.
But they were
also,
training you.
thankfully, her mom's a nurse.
Yeah.
So like her mom is like the best.
Okay, then she knows
like,
everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a professional.
And she was the best mom. I could not be more grateful for my family in general, but
Yes,
to
you're
have
blessed.
a nurse as a mother, oh dear, like
You're blessed.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
that was the best thing that probably could have happened, because
Yes.
she handled, I mean, she's on top of everything.
Yes.
She
Yeah.
just was wonderful. So yeah, I think being able to move with her was important.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my dad, of course.
Yeah,
My dad's
yeah,
the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
But,
You're very blessed, though, to have a family that's so supportive, and obviously you're doing amazing, because look
thank
at
you.
you
Yes.
and your hair. And now, okay, so you're recovering with your parents. Everything's going great, right? So what was the transition now? Obviously, you're in Scottsdale. Like, obviously, you're not with your parents anymore.
Yeah. So when I moved into my other apartment complex that I lived in LA, I met this guy, Josh, and he lived directly across from me. And
Wow.
he had 2 adorable French bulldogs. And so I used to play with his dogs all the time. And we started hanging out, and he's just a wonderful person. And so he was actually in the hospital with me when I started being able to have people come visit.
Yeah.
He didn't know what happened to me. Like, I just
my
peaced out all of a
God.
sudden, and we were supposed to go out that Sunday,
Stop.
and I just had ghosted him. And
my God.
never went out, and
Oh
he
my
didn't know what happened.
God.
I don't even know how he was.
How did he find out?
I have I don't
Oh my God.
remember
I don't remember either, but he's been supportive. Like,
from day one.
Yes.
And
yeah, he's
so-
amazing.
Yeah, he is amazing. I
When
love
was
that
the
for you.
moment when you felt like, okay, I'm back? Like, well, because I know it was really hard, because you had your head shaved, and so half was growing back. But when was the moment when you were like, okay, I can do this? Because it was a
Like,
struggle.
live again.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think looking like more like myself, like,
Yeah.
really seriously, like having like things that go chaotic in your life that are super unexpected, for anybody can throw you into complete tailspin. And for me, it took me a while to try to feel like, okay, because color and hair was my ultimate life. Like, I lived and breathed for what I did, and I enjoyed it so much. And the worst thing that I think coming out of that was I didn't have my phone because I got locked out of it. So I had no contacts. Like, I didn't know any of my clients' contacts. I didn't have
gosh.
Instagram. I didn't have Facebook. I had nothing to contact these people. So I feel like that was the worst part of what happened to me. Not the worst, but like
Yeah.
a terrible thing that felt like, because I just felt like I pieced out on all my clients too.
Yeah.
So, but I do think that the strength that I had getting out of that was starting to feel like myself when Rochelle first did my hair. And I know that
I
sounds
know.
weird to people, but
Not at all.
when you don't feel good about yourself, it's hard to feel like you can move forward.
It's hard for you to
Yeah.
look for faith and just anything. Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally get it. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So,
That's amazing.
yeah.
I know.
And everything that I did was social, you know?
Yes,
you think
you're
all day,
so
you talk
social.
to people, you just share your stories, they become your family,
Yes.
their lives become your lives. And
Yes.
so it's an interesting job. I want to say to anybody that does hair, you're almost like a therapist without a therapist license.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, because you go through it all. So,
I'm so happy that like I was able to help you.
I know
too.
you're such a good friend. Like, no, you are. You're such a good friend. Yeah, you are. You're such a good friend, Rochelle. You are. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's very sweet. I know.
So I think that, just finding yourself a balance of finding good people in your life and realizing that like life isn't like all down and, and I think
being positive.
I think that that's the best thing that you can actually do is turn that part of yourself around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just grow from it. Grow from it. Any tragic event in my life, looking, now at 42, I'm like, that made me though who I am now. That's making who you are now. Like your story, your strength, your resilience is huge, Britt. It really is. It's an inspiration.
Well, the hardest part too, and I know that your daughter has this, the hardest part about, what I've realized aftermath is the seizures. Yeah. And, being able to figure out how to either change the seizure. They come on unexpectedly. Yeah. And so,
and that's life changing.
I think that's the downside of what happened to me. And you never know how seizures happen or why they do. I don't think they're genetic.
No.
I think that just can be
because my daughter has it. It was born with it, and it's not in our bloodline, like not that I know of. And they don't know why. Hers is obviously very different than yours, but it's just the brain is so crazy, and it is weird. It is weird. Yeah.
But I think that with the seizures, the one thing that I could say from my situation, I think that's been a very hard, difficult thing to get through. Yeah, and that's been one of the things that trying to figure out where my next chapter would lead me to, because like I said, hair was my everything. Yeah. You stand on your feet, you talk to people all day, every day. But when you actually physically can't work a job like that, it's hard to kind of try to recreate yourself and train your brain like, okay, I'm going to have to figure something else out. Yeah. What can I do that's not going to be taxing on me physically? Like working all day on your feet or, even working at a retail store, doing something that you think would be fun for the moment. I think that's kind of where you have to figure out how to shift your brain, because I can't work at a place where I would be,
alone too.
I can't be alone. And I couldn't work at a place where I would be a liability on my, employer. Yeah, exactly.
I get what you're saying.
My seizures don't come on so people would know. They just would come on. And I'm praying that I will grow out of this, which is possible. I've talked to a lot of people. So there's a good case that I won't have seizures ever again, which is lovely. But like I said, it's not, I have to go a long time without them for it to be predicted that they won't happen again.
How long? Does that have to be like a year or something?
They say 6 months to a year with 0.
See, that's why I think for my daughter too, I think it's 6 months to a year. I think that's just like the grace, like that's a generic, you know.
That you won't have it when
like umbrella of like whatever.
And it's just also hard because like your daughter's 18. Yeah. Brittany's driven her whole life, but like they take your license away. So it's hard to not have that independence of ever being alone or like being able to drive somewhere. Like, we're so lucky we get to like go to the grocery store. Like,
little
go to get our nails done. Like,
your eyebrows
go to the
done.
mall.
Go get your hair done.
Yes.
Thankfully Rochelle's so wonderful to come to me. Yes. And but like if I said, oh, I really just want to go spend the day with Rochelle in the salon. Like, I could spend the day with her, but how would I get there? Then it's just like
this whole thing.
That you don't realize until you get your license taken away or your she sees all her friends being able to go do things, but you have to get picked up.
I know.
Like that's
it's a struggle.
The biggest struggle.
Yeah, it is a struggle. But I feel like make that struggle your strength, Britt, because it is your strength.
It is my strength.
Yeah, make your struggle your strength. I tell my girls that all the time.
Well, and especially in this day and age, like you can. It's just you've got to have yourself built up in your soul and your heart to want to figure, stuff out yourself and
to move past it.
And I think that since I'm very creative, it's hard. My brain goes everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like in a million different directions.
That's us hairdressers are though. I think that's why we do it, because we're very scatterbrained and we want to do this and we want to do this. And you're a lot like Rochelle. You're like the craftiest girl I know also besides Rochelle.
No, we love
Like
to craft.
Yeah, I'm sure you two crafting together would be fucking insane.
We really love it.
Yeah. And that I feel like ties into your Swarovski obsession, which I freaking love.
Yes.
Yes. What is that called something? Or do you have a...
Well, I started a company now called The Holy Drip.
Yes.
And I'm very excited about it, actually.
Yes.
But it all started with kind of, I started doing these hats that Josh had and his exes. And I just, for some reason, I decided to like crystallize it.
Yeah. It's your
And
creative brain
that's
working.
my creative brain working.
Yeah.
And
You're like, I
then-
can make this so much better, Josh. Let me show
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Yeah. And I love that your man loves to wear the bling because he looks so good in it. And it obviously it's showing like how good it can look on other people. Obviously. Yeah.
So it kind of started in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get your name?
So I came up with the name. I had help, obviously, but shooting just different names around. And it kind of fell into place. But I think because, you know, of my struggle, I just needed to find my faith and just kind of lean into it.
Is this brand connected to what you went through?
Yes, it's definitely connected because I wanted something that other people could feel like could be a part of their life and story too. Mine was, you know, I needed something that I could feel good about starting anything. And for me, it was about healing myself, really. And just having a little bit of faith, not only in myself, but about what I want to put out and for people to believe in themselves and to have a little faith.
Yeah.
And in a way, it was kind of healing for me to figure out and start. And I feel like it's part of my creativity too. Just starting something new, feeling like I'd have the strength to start something new at my age. And not that I'm old, but you know what I mean? Just starting a whole different life.
Yeah.
And feeling like, where do I even begin? So yeah, I feel like it is a part of me.
I know. I love that. So what do you want people to feel when they're wearing it?
I think I'd like to just have people feel like they're being protected by their own vibe, and like whatever they put on, they should feel happy and proud of, but also just moving something forward, you know, just having faith in themselves and having, you know, whatever the universe gives to you, you can put out. You know, I don't think you have to be of any religion. I don't think that's what the brand's about. I think it's just putting out something that makes you feel whole, makes you feel like you can conquer anything that you want. And yeah, I think it's going to be a luxury brand moving forward. And
I love
just
it.
kind
I
of
love that.
I know. Yes.
Let's show
the people what
Leo.
some of the stuff that looks like.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you want to do the show and tell?
Yeah. I love show and tell.
I know.
Okay, well, Britt, show the shoes. Okay, I feel like this kind of did this where it start, Britt, or no?
This is
Or
where-
like,
well, yes.
okay.
So this is kind of where I took my creativity to the next level. Josh wanted a pair of Timberland boots.
I know,
for
they're so cute.
Christmas as his Christmas gift.
I love them.
I know.
And I decided to trick him out.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
Whenever we go places in them, like people stop us and are like, those are so cool.
It's wild.
So this isn't when I was starting my own company. I just kind of did these for fun.
Yeah.
That's where, when I saw them, I was like, oh, these can be so sick.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing like Nikes and stuff at the
Yeah.
time. And then I kind of felt like this would be something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of when I thought maybe I should start something cool, like a brand.
Yeah. And then we want to show Josh's. This is like, oh, sorry. It's just heavier.
So this is Josh's sweatshirt. And oh, sorry, I keep hitting this.
Bring it forward.
his line, yeah.
This is his line called Band. And
Love it.
He's got all the X's. There are 50 X's on this sweatshirt.
Oh, there's 50?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
His sweatshirt plain has just like
leather.
no, just leather X's.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no crystals, but then I decided to add the Swarovskis to him.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, we're obsessed.
Like that.
So like this is like the leather, and then it's really like what kind of material you were telling us? It's like a heavy duty, like
Heavy duty.
yeah,
I
yeah.
need this one.
Yeah, this one's really cute, and it's leather, nice. And then
Okay, then show Britt.
Yeah, then this is so me. If you guys know me, first of all, it's freaking purple.
Yeah.
And I love a ripped up. Britt's more like me, a little bit more punk rock. So I like love her like punk rock.
Kind of more
look
like
to
me,
it.
but that's okay.
And I like. Well, you explain. I just love it. I just love it. Here's show. Yeah, it's so cute.
Well, so this is the mock-up of my first piece. I just wanted something comfortable, but feeling like luxury, like you were wearing
it feels
It's
like
not
heavy luxury, nice
heavy
sweater.
duty. But this sweatshirt I ordered, so it's plain.
Yeah.
But I could bling it out as well.
Yeah,
Love that.
yes.
So-
Rochelle loves a good. Can we bling this out moment?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
It's so
so
exciting.
yeah, I'm crafty. Rochelle's crafty.
very much so. Very much so.
As friends, we are like 2 peas in a pod, but now we're like
1000%.
3 peas in a pod.
I know. I love it. I know. Seriously, Britt's so much fun. I love that we got to actually, before Britt left LA, I'll never forget it. Like, I always heard stories of Britt and like always was like so fun. She's like, Nicole, you're just going to love her. She is just so much fun. As soon as I met her, I was like, oh, she's fun.
I was very grateful to just meet people through Rochelle too, because every
know.
time, Rochelle, anytime I introduce Rochelle to people, I'm like, oh my gosh, you won't even understand how much I love this girl until you meet her. Like,
I know.
she is the best person. And then people meet her and she gets a little shy. Like
Yes.
a little, like,
Yes.
she's not like
Yes.
her Rochelle
Yes.
until you get to know, like you get her a little out of her shell, and then you're like,
Yes.
oh my god, Rochelle
Yeah.
is the best.
Yeah.
I've never met
Aw.
anybody that doesn't like her.
Yes.
Like
That's so sweet.
Dead serious.
Yeah.
I've never met a single soul that doesn't
see?
like her.
That's sweet.
I know. I
So,
love it. I love
You
it.
guys are like a great pack.
Well, I love that I just started coming on this bandwagon.
Yeah.
I just, so like last time, so the story is with me is like, she was like, oh, I'm going to do Britt's hair, and I haven't seen Britt since the accident and all, all that. And I was like, oh my God, first of all, I love Scottsdale. I'm obsessed with it here. I'm moving here.
Told a story earlier, and she was like, yeah, my first time I came to Scottsdale, it was really hot outside, and me and the kids, we all started crying
I know.
because it was so hot. And I'm like, oh, you're gonna move here?
Yeah, but that was when I didn't know, and we were like in this like botanical gardens when it's 100 degrees out, and I'm like, we're gonna be fine, and then we're all melting, and I have children, and they were crying, and then I started crying. This was like during COVID or something, but yeah, but
I can't lose all my friends.
I know. Well, it's
You
only a
have
45 minute. Yeah, it's only a 45-minute flight, but I love it here. And then I started coming out, and the next time I was like, I'm just gonna come again. Like it's just like fun. And then I don't know.
Then you said, I'm coming every single time.
Yeah, I like literally love it. I literally love it here, and it's like a total getaway. Like I don't know. It's like I don't even know how to
Eat the
explain
best
it.
food.
Yeah, the best food, the best restaurants, the best shopping.
Yeah.
There's no traffic.
It's got a vibe. It's got an energy. Like you said, but I love the people
Mountains.
here.
I know.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
fun.
I know. They are nice.
I don't know why that's shocking, but
Yeah.
it kind
yeah.
of is a shock. Like I've told my Uber driver the other day, I was like, he was so nice to me, and I was like, I have never met a rude Uber driver here.
Here?
Never.
Wow,
once.
that's
that's so
shocking.
nice.
That's shocking. Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, my brand I'm excited about. Having the tragedy from my accident was, like I said, very unfortunate. But I
Yeah.
think everything has its reasons. Maybe I did need a twist. Maybe something happened where I needed to step back and see what I really wanted in my life. And maybe what was going on wasn't right for me at the time. And that's okay.
Yeah.
It sucks while it's happening to you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the
And I
end
feel
of the
like, And I feel like this is like the real glow up. Like you went from like
Yes.
not knowing if you were gonna like be able to walk again to now building your own brand. And I feel like you've come
and
so
thriving,
far.
and
yes.
thriving.
Yeah.
You're
And, like,
happy. Everything's
you look
great.
amazing.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I felt good about it. And yes, I do thank you guys for having me on your podcast.
Oh my God.
is
Thank
so-
you for
yes,
that.
this is
Yeah,
so
it's so fun. She thought we were joking, guys. We
did.
called her. I think, were we at dinner? I think we were at dinner. I think it was after we were filming with Leo.
Oh yeah.
And then so we went to dinner, and then we were like literally at dinner, and Rochelle was like looking at it, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna book the flight." I was like, "Just book it." And then 20 minutes later we call, and I think Britt was like out to dinner with Josh, and she's on the car, and she's just laughing like we were joking. She's like, "Okay, like sure." Yeah. I think she thought we were just totally joking, and then like now we're here, so it's just full circle moment.
Yes.
I really did think you guys were joking.
I know.
I don't joke. Like
I know. She's like, "We're serious about this shit."
Yeah.
The best part was is after meeting, like having you guys here the last time, it was so fun.
I know.
Like, like just it's a blast. Like
I know.
There's no other people to have around you than these two.
Oh my God, I love you.
I think that it's just a entertaining, like
I know.
Duo.
I know. I love it.
And now we got to bring OC Glow Up.
I know, to Scottsdale and Leo.
Yes.
I know.
And so this is so fun having everybody
I know.
here.
yes, it really is.
I know.
Leo.
Yeah.
And thank
I
you,
feel like
Leo,
I did.
for
Yeah.
traveling,
The best.
being the best ever.
We love you.
Yeah, we
Yes.
love you. You're the best.
Okay.
But yes, well, thanks, Britt. And we're gonna have you on again. We're gonna do it again because when you finished the Holy Drip, like because you were talking about the bottoms too, and like obviously, guys, is a work in progress.
Yeah.
This is phase 1.
More things coming.
More things coming. More, and I told Britt I want to be her model for the Holy Drip. I was like, I'll be your model girl on your Instagram. And she
Okay,
just
me and
laughed.
Nicole fought earlier over who gets to stand in the center of the photo. So, and Nicole already called being the model. So
Yeah, I was like, Rochelle can be the model for the pink line.
No,
I'm
you
the model
didn't.
for
You're
the
like,
purple
okay,
line.
Britt, I'm gonna be the model. Okay,
So yeah, I've already.
Michelle, you could do the socks.
Yeah, you could do the ankle socks.
Just kidding. Okay,
So yeah, I just can't wait for that. It's gonna be so much fun, and to see all the new things and new fun things coming. So.
Yes. Yay.
Thanks,
okay.
Britt.
Yes.
You're the best.
You guys are the best.
We love
I
you.
absolutely love
Yeah.
you.
We love you.